What's up? It's Cube of Cheese with Mattie Tyce here, and we are going to be answering the question today: what is the best skate park for free skating in San Diego? We're going to go to 4 different parks, including this one, Rancho. We are going to be rating it on these different categories, and at the end we will tally all the results and let you know who is the best skate park. What is the best skate park? I'm the best skate park. Category 1, terrain. We got a crack right here, right by our feet. So there's some cracks throughout.
Yeah, there's a lot of cracks on this one. And then there's one over here. Has been beating me up all day trying to do this trick. I definitely give it a 4, mostly because there are a lot that you got to watch out for. And that kid just hit a crack.
Okay, I was gonna go 6 out of 10. The concrete here is super smooth. Love it, no cracks. It just feels really good. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, this is probably one of the smoothest skate parks there is. I'll give it also a 10 out of 10.
All right, we're here at Linda Vista Park for the first category, terrain. Pretty good, everything's smooth. I haven't noticed any cracks. I'd say 10 out of 10.
One of the smoothest parks here, 10 out of 10. All right, so we're here at OB Skate Park, and terrain is definitely cracky. It's definitely really rough ground. If I had to pinpoint it, I'd definitely put this down in the lower, like 4 to 5.
Definitely rough ground. I mean, look at this. Out of all the skate parks we've hit, this is the scariest one to fall on, because you get scratched up for sure. There was that crack that we can do a phantom flip on, so that's a +1, but it's a crack, so it's a -1. I'm gonna give it an overall score of 3 out of 10.
Okay, so for coping, I actually rate this about a 6. Not very good for free flips. All right, so right about here looks good for free flips. And then right about here does not look good for free flips. Definitely good for grinds and everything like that. Doesn't have that stick out really far. I like it right there in the middle. This one's a little softer. Everywhere around, it's a little bit more difficult to find free flip areas. So that's why overall, I give it a 6.
I think it's good, 10 out of 10. Small, grinds well, 10 out of 10.
What about free flips?
I don't know about free flips.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. So coping feels pretty good. The bowls are fairly deep, so I'm not doing too much on the coping. But there's a lot of roll-in spots, which are really nice, especially on free skates, so you don't have to worry about getting caught up on the coping. Very beginner friendly. I don't know, I didn't really get to try it out too much. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Right over there is when I landed the very first free flip. Coping for this skate park definitely gets a 10 out of 10. So the coping is a little bit different everywhere. When it comes to actual coping, pretty decent. But when it comes to the pool coping, very, very thick. Not very many good spots for free flips, but I would still give it right about a 8 out of 10.
If I wanted to be unbiased, I'd give it a good score for the coping, but I just spent so long trying to land a free flip and I did not. Well, I landed it once off camera. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
The coping is really rough. It's very inconsistent. There's spots that are good. There's spots that stick out really far. I would definitely give that coping right around a 4 or 5.
I hit some nice grinds on this coping, so it felt super smooth, but it is super inconsistent. The cement underneath the coping, size of the coping really inconsistent. So I'm gonna go with 4 out of 10. I really like the flow of the skate park. You can definitely get some nice speed. There's some nice flow into the street section over here. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, final answer.
Probably give it a 6 out of 10. It's got a nice flow over here, a nice street section, and over there, like a bigger street section. Pretty decent, so 6 out of 10.
Since this skate park is 100% bowl, all the bowls flow really well. Obstacles on the outer rim don't flow as much. It's okay. So I give it an overall 8 out of 10.
Yeah, so this whole place is a flow. It doesn't have many street course flow. It's literally all bowl. But I absolutely love the flow. This is like my hometown skate park, so I give it a 10 out of 10 any day.
I think this place has excellent flow. Everything's really well connected. And then this part doesn't flow, but I think it's built that way on purpose. With the rest of the park, it's separated. So I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10.
I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10. There's a nice flow throughout the entire skate park in the middle. And you've got the bowls off to the side. So that way people can either bowl run or street run. So I kind of like that style. 10 out of 10. So the flow of this park is actually really smooth. On this side, you got a little bit of street stuff inside. A little difficult to get into it, but towards the expert levels, once you get used to it, the bowls are really nice. Flow, actually here, I'd probably rate it an 8.
It has decent flow. Not the best in the world. I'm probably undershooting this, but I'm gonna say 6 out of 10.
So for obstacles at this skate park, this one is my favorite. Doesn't have a good lead up, but I still like to get high. Overall obstacles, I give this a 7 out of 10.
What do you think, CubeOfCheese?
There are a ton of obstacles and like a huge variety of obstacles at this park. We've got transition, we've got street spots, we've got rails, the rails are too big for me,
You gonna give it a shot?
Sure. I've never tried a rail this big. First, I'll just try and get up on it.
Okay.
Boneless onto it, and then if I feel comfortable with that, try and grind.
Channeling your inner Zechariah.
Yeah. And there's some interesting ones too. Pole jam, I've never gotten to try that one before. That was fun. There's a lot of stuff here, but not all of it works for free skating. As far as a rating, I would go for 7 out of 10.
All right, for obstacles, there are many awesome obstacles. You got the curb, rollout. You also got the bank over here. So rating probably 6 out of 10.
In my opinion, this skate park is like 100% bowl, and then just a couple of other obstacles to play with. I really like the multi-tiered ledge. Overall rating, I'm gonna give it a low 4 out of 10. I think this park is great in terms of variety of obstacles. We've got some deep bowls, we've got some nicer, more shallow bowls over here. Lots and lots of street stuff. Really good rails all over the place. I think this is a 10 out of 10.
There's a lot of street course. There's a lot of bowls. There's beginners bowls. There's expert bowls. So variety of obstacles, definitely a 10 out of 10.
Nice.
As far as variety of obstacles, this is another park that's like one giant bowl. More street obstacles than POWAY, so that's nice, but definitely a giant bowl. My favorite obstacle at this park is definitely the triple ledge. Fun for doing early grabs, bonelesses, that kind of stuff. Final rating, 5 out of 10.
There's not very many obstacles, but there's definitely some spots that are really nice. You got like roll-ins, you got hips, you got bowls, but it is just one big bowl. Some of the rails are hard to hit. I would definitely give it probably 5 out of 10.
How about the vibe of this park, CubeOfCheese?
Everyone's doing their own stuff. I feel like there's not a vibe. The vibe test has not even been taken. I'd say 5.
Today is a little, everybody keep to themselves. I'd definitely go to a 4 today. Every day is different.
So what do you think the general vibe of the skate park is?
So this general vibe of the skate park is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I thought it had a great vibe. There were people getting stoked on my tricks. 8 out of 10 vibe.
Everybody's very encouraging and they really try to like push you to get better. I'd go 9 out of 10 today.
This is, I feel like, a very chill skate park. Lots of space, everyone is, you know, chill. The like vibe of the park itself, not the people, is very like gritty, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna give it an overall 8 out of 10.
Today everybody's just more chill, way less packed than Linda Vista. I would also give it right about an 8 out of 10.
My personal favorite out of the 4 parks, definitely Linda Vista. It has everything. Mattie?
My personal favorite is also Linda Vista, with a close second of POWAY. But Linda Vista, definitely the smoothest, definitely has a lot of stuff to offer.
The winner of the tally is one of the parks, I don't know. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and roll with us.